Well, a very good evening, everyone, and a welcome to Delta T Racing. It's Thursday night, so it's time for Division 4. We're here at round number 5 from Great Britain, Silverstone. So we are past the 2/3 stage now, so round number 5 of 12 today. I'm normally joined by my good friend and teammate Bogorovsky. Unfortunately, he's not very well tonight, so he will be watching rather than commentating. So big shout out to Bog. Hope you feel better soon, mate. So just while we're waiting for them on the outlap, we'll pull up the table quickly. As you can see, ASC leading the way with 69 points, so 18 points clear of Pac-Man in second. Jens in third on 48 points, so a further 3 points back. Bob Spum picking up his first win last week in fourth with 42 points. Brother Adam on 37, Ralph 36. Skipper and Scully on 28, Havoc on 22, and running at the top 10 is Double on 20. So let's get rid of that, and we'll get the screen up and ready. Okay, so who is first out? I think it is Havoc. So it is the host himself will be the first one to set a lap. Looks like dry conditions, dry race and dry quali. Thank you, Skipper, for letting me know that in the chat. So it doesn't look like we're going to see any damp conditions tonight. Had a little bit of moisture last night in Division 3, where it started wet, but it literally dried up after about 4 laps. But we won't be seeing that tonight. So we're going to see a dry. So the majority are going to go for a medium to hard for the race. You can stretch a soft medium tyre, as I think it's Kazingle proved twice, I think in Div 0 and Div 2 this week. So it is doable, but you do need to take your softs to round about lap 11 ideally. So it's going to be a struggle. But right, okay, so we are on board now with Connor, who's on his outlap, so he will host the first time. Who we've got just behind him? I think that's Ralph. Got a few missing tonight, and we'll read them out because they're quite significant, to be honest. We have okay, so missing, we have championship leader ASC, we have Jens missing, who's in third place in the championship. We've got Double missing, Tom missing, Kitchen missing, BB Baldy missing, Mighty Frax, who I don't think has actually raced at all this year, Queener and Pete the Pirate. So we've got a fair amount missing. We've got Scully again jumping in as a reserve. Didn't drive in the Haas today. Had a couple of good results so far. I mean, a 5th in the last race out for Scully, so obviously a slightly smaller field of 13 today. Could be looking at a good result here. But right, coming across the line, Connor to set a 27.3. It's going to be faster than that. 27.2 for Ralph. I'm thinking we're going to be looking mid to low 26s for pole position here. Pac-Man with a 27.1. Oh, did Havoc invalidate his then? Yeah, he must have invalidated. Okay, Bob there with a 27.144. I say he's on the back of that high with the win last week. Who do we have? It was Composite, I missed him, 27.8. So times are quite slow at the moment. We expect these to speed up quite significantly. Just on with Brother Adam now, coming down into Vale, round club onto the start finish line. And 26.812. So the first man into the 26s is Brother Adam. Just behind, I think we have Scully coming down. Bit off track there, but moves his pace to time 28.5. Slowest of the lot, but as we saw, he did go off track. So I expect that time to get a lot better as we go along. So that's the first runners done. Havoc, he's recouping some ERS. Whether he's going to go again depends on how much fuel he's got. And now he's coming into the pits. Who's it just behind? Okay, so we've got Kieran and Pav on their outlaps. So Kieran is up at Woodcott. Where is Pav's a bit further back. So we'll jump on with Kieran first because he'll be the next one to set a lap time. Scully, I don't think has gone for a second run. He's out of ERS, so it would not be beneficial to him at all. So Scully, I would expect to peel into the pits after this. And everybody else is either in the pits on an in lap or on an out lap. So we will jump on with Kieran, who's just coming round Stowe now. Okay, so just got club to go, and then he'll be starting his first time lap. As Kieran put in a stonking lap, if I remember rightly, at the last Grand Prix, and unfortunately it didn't go according to plan in the race, but it shows he has got the pace there. So whether it is track specific or whether he's sort of found another gear, so to speak, we will find out. But it's one thing to be quick in qualifying and completely different to be quick in the race. Okay, so Kieran with a purple sector 1 as he goes into Luffield 1 and Luffield 2. And round Woodcott onto the old start finish line. Hops, he took that pretty flat from what I could see. Jump on board, we can actually see what his telemetry is saying now. 3.9, so he's just giving about 26. Yeah, could be provisional pole position here. Just stay on board as he comes down into the last 3 turns. Let's see what time we put up top. 25, 26, 27, 28. So lost quite a bit in that last sector. How's Pav getting on now, coming down the hanger straight? Takes Stowe very well. We're just down now into Vale Club. See what time he's going to pop on the board. I think it's not going to be too bad. It's going to be 27, I think. Yeah, 27.4, so it puts him into 6th place. So times got not quite as quick as I thought they'd be. Got a way to go. Okay, so who is oh, Pac-Man. Let's jump on with Pac-Man. He's on a fast lap. See if we can improve with that one. 27.153. Oh, Chef's out. What happened to Chef? It looks like that's down the hanger straight. That's a weird place to crash, but okay, so Chef well, the best Chef can look at is 7th at the moment. Not been a happy return to him, so he's only taken part in a couple of races due to missing the beginning of the season. So still getting back into the flow of it. 2.9, that's better, so we should be seeing round about the 26s, mid 26s. Depends how he takes these last few corners. Takes Stowe quite well. Around the last turn now. We'll see what time he can put on the ball. It's going to be a 26.4. Good time by Pac-Man. Right, so who is going to... Alpine, probably MVP. Bob's bum. See how Bob gets on tonight. He's had a bit of an after work activity. I think he's probably might not pass a breathalyzer test. Should there be a police Formula 1 car out there? But, we'll see how he gets on. Right, MVP on a lap 3/10 up on his time at the moment, so that would break him into the 26s if he could keep that going. Further up is Adam. Yeah, Adam slightly up on his time. I can't see him improving a huge amount there. Oh, he's saying that 26.4, bang. There you go. Shut up, Neil. What do you know? Right, so Scully into the pits. Composite now going round, can improve on his 27.8. Nope, is the answer, but he's now just starting his lap, so that would be why. MVP. So he was up on his own time when we checked by 3/10, so could be a lap into the 26s here, and boom, 26.349, provisional pole for MVP there. Who else do we have? Red Bull and McLaren both hitting. So it looks like Adam is going to be next. On it, yeah, composites on one as well, so he's slightly up on his time, nothing too much. Brother Adam is way off his time, looks like he's backed out completely. Trying to recharge that ERS, not sure if he's got enough fuel to go for a second run. Composite, and he improved on his time. Currently 8th place with 27.8. Ahead of his teammate. There's been set a time yet, so Havoc, Skipper and Man Like Donkey still not setting a time as of yet. Don't believe anybody's got any qualifying bans that I'm aware of, but 5th place there for Composite, so does indeed improve on his time quite significantly there. So how long do we have left? I can't see the clock. 4 minutes, so 5 minutes, so we're going to have people diving in now just to change their tyres and go for a last run. Right, whilst we're just waiting for everyone to set up on their last runs, just give a couple of shouts out. I'd like to say happy birthday to Cassell for this Sunday. I believe you're 31 years young, so hope you have a really good birthday on Sunday and enjoy the Dutch Grand Prix. And big commiserations to all of the ladies out there. Bruma has recently got himself married, so he is off the market. So for all you ladies out there, you're going to have to find somebody else now. But a big congratulations to Bruma and his new wife. So Mr. and Mrs. Bruma, we wish you all the best and many, many congratulations. Okay, a couple of shout-outs out. So going back, Composite. Let's just recharge it. I think it was obviously in that. Have is. Have I missed Man Like Donkey going out? He's come straight back into the pits again. I do wonder if he had a qualifying ban then, because that's normally what you do. Right, go on then, Havoc, let's see what you can do. Two Ferrari drivers there, Skipper going to be an overly quick time. That one's 7th place. So an improvement on his time, but not really in positions. So Scully's just starting. We've got an Alpine of Kieran coming into the pits. Who's next? Williams, is that? No. That's Pac-Man about to start a lap. Okay, so who do we have? So Skipper is in lap now. We have, looks like Scully's on it. So overtaking 2 cars, the Red Bull and the Ferrari down Village Straight or Wellington Straight, whatever you want to call it. So I think it's MBB just ahead of him there. So MBB will be starting his lap. So we'll stick on board with Scully for the end of this lap. He's a 1/10.5 up on his time. I'm not going to give him a huge improvement there. Let's say he aborts that and goes into the pits anyway. So, right. Pac-Man. How's Pac-Man getting on? He is slow, so he not getting enough charge in there. MBB, how's MBB getting on then? And Bob, where's Bob's phone? Behind him. So we'll keep an eye on Bob. It does look like Pac-Man's gone for a second run. He's going to find himself short of ERS, certainly towards the end of the lap down the hanger straight. He will run out fairly easy, 102.7. That's a good time by MBB. Could see this go down even further. Could be looking at a 26.2, 26.1, which would be a stomping time if he could do it. 26.174. There's your marker, lads. Right, okay. Who is next across the line? It's going to be Bob. He's up on his time, but I don't think significantly. 26.6, so a improvement in time, but not really much in places. Pac-Man, 8% ERS, and as aborted the lap, I think he's settled for second place there. Brother Adam is a 10th up. Who else do we have on track just to see how they're getting on? Ralph's a 10th up. So I do want to keep an eye on Kieran because I think he could put in a sorry, Brother Adam, 3/10 up through sector 2. What could he pull out here? The 26.164 beats MBB by 200ths of a second, or 100th of a second, isn't it? Okay, so next up, who have we got? Ferrari, no, it's Pav. And we've got Alpha Romeo coming across next. That's it, we're done. We are done. So, Brother Adam taking pole position. MBB with a good second place. And Pac-Man rounding out the top 3. Bob, quite a useful. Kieran get a 5-place grid penalty. He's not going to take him back far, but an extra row. quite sure what that was about, but yeah, Bob Spud taking 4th, Havoc getting a lap in for 5th, and Composite in 6th in the Ferrari. And 7th, I think, was Ralph, 8th, Skipper, 9th, Pav, and 10th, despite crashing, was Chef JB. But we'll get the grid up now. So as we can see, Brother Adam does indeed take pole position with a 126.164, ever so slightly ahead of MBB there. So it should be close between those two in the race. Pac-Man taking 3rd, Bob Spun in 4th, 5th, Havoc, 6th, Composite, 7th, Ralph, 8th, Skipper, 9th, Pavlosidor, 10th, Chef JB, Kieran, 11th, and setting his time on the mediums as well, so he could have some pace in the race here. But mind you, he's got a 5-second 5-place grid penalty. It's not going to help. Scully in 12th, and Man Like Donkey rounding out the grid. So we'll be back shortly for the start of the British Grand Prix.
Welcome along everyone to Silverstone. Britain has returned the highest number of F1 World Champions of any country that's taken part in this glorious sport. We take our racing very seriously here, as you can tell here today at the British Grand Prix. Straddling the border of Northamptonshire and Buckinghamshire, the 18 corners of Silverstone Circuit form the 3.6-mile beating heart of Formula One. It's been reinvented over the years, with Turn 1 now the fast right-hander of Abbey, but the magic of racing is as strong here as it's ever been.
Well, welcome back everybody. So we have just started the formation lap. What we do, we'll get up. Let's have a quick look at tyres. We've got a mixture of tyres there. Brother Adam going for the mediums, MBB the softs. Then we've got Pac-Man and Bob on hards. Havoc taking the softs, Composite hard, Ralph medium. Then we've got Skipper, Pav, Chef, Scully and Man Like Donkey all on the hards, and Kieran at the back on the softs, looking to make some immediate places up, I think, if he can. So get rid of that and get rid of that. Jump on board with Brother Adam. So just on the formation lap. We've been through the drivers, so let's get on the constructors. So McLaren leading the way with 84 points. Haas in second place on 69 points. Actually got a reserve Scully flying the flag for them today. Aston Martin in third with 59 points. Mercedes fourth with 55. Red Bull in fifth with 43. And Ferrari with 40, Williams 20, Alpine in 8th with 6 points, and then Alfa Romeo and Alfa Tauri both with a single point in 9th and 10th respectively. So we've only 13 drivers today, and so probably 2 of the top 3 in the championship not racing. It does give the likes of Bob Spun a good chance to close up, for Pac-Man to get a good result and pull away, and for any others to pull themselves back into the championship fight. So we're looking chat. Kai, good evening, sir. What lap does MB spin? In my opinion, 5. That's not very nice. Maybe at least 6. But no, fingers crossed he doesn't. But we'll find out very, very shortly. So everyone now taking their grid slot. So a few are going to get disqualified. Pac-Man, so he has been moved back a metre. Kieran, last one to come in. Right, okay. Please give me a decent grid position. camera angle. Here we go. And it's lights out and away we go for the British Grand Prix, and a good start by MBB on the inside there. Gets a really good drag. I think he's going to take the lead over Brother Adam. He does indeed. Behind, it looks pretty clean as well. Saying that, we have Pav going backwards. So I don't know if that was induced or voluntary. A bit of a tangle there going round turns 4 and 5, but so far so good, pretty clean. MBB up that one place, taking the lead. We've got Bob. Oh, we've got people out. Oh, jeez. Just after thinking it's Bob Spun picking up a penalty there for a severe collision, and the safety car's out. So lap number 1, safety car number 1. We've lost Scully and Composite. So I didn't see what happened there at all. I was just about to compliment them on a nice clean start. I mean, apart from Pav, who had a spin, as I say, I'm not sure if there was contact or not at Abbey. Right, so first safety car, quick look at the standings. We've got MBB up 1 to take the lead, Pac-Man up 1 as well, Brother Adam the main loser from pole position down into 3rd place, Connor up 1, then we've got Ralph and Skipper both up 2, Chef Kieran up 5, but obviously that's a lot of that's to do with the two non-finishes. Of saying that, Kieran, what is up with Kieran? He's pitting. Is he on? He's on those softs, so he's going to ditch the softs. So I would imagine he's going to go to hards and try and take them to the end of the race. It's going to be a stretch though, 20. And so I know the boys last night that did it. Oh, he's got front wing damage as well. Oh no, another fresh set of softs, so he's still going to stay on the same strategy. Very slow getting away there. But he'll catch up behind the safety car without any problems. So, good evening, Bob. Good to see you in the chat. As Bob pointed out, imagine not scoring points now. There's only 11 cars left in the race. We're only on lap number 2. So Bob picking up that 5-second penalty for a severe collision. I think it was with Composite. So I don't know if it was part of the accident or whether he hit the aftermath. Either way, he'll be able to serve that at his next pit stop. Okay, so Pack is all pretty much there. We're just waiting for Kieran to catch up at the back. I don't think the second car's going to be in this lap. It's going to be out for at least 1 more. So Kieran catching up to the back now. Yeah, nice warm tyres if nothing else, but we'll see if he can get a jump on those. Oh, he's got 5 cars with hards in front of him. He should be able to get his way past there fairly without too much issue. He'll get much better drive out of the corners, giving him the straight line speed. Obviously, a couple of laps till DRS is enabled. We've not seen it yet, because unfortunately with a safety car after turn number 6 on lap number 1. So losing Scully and Composite. That's 11 runs. Okay, but MBB has done well so far, as I say, got a really good start on the inside with I think Brother Adam got slightly bogged down, but it wasn't too bad a start, but obviously knocking himself out of position with MBB overtaking him. I think Pac-Man then managed to make that move fairly easily, so losing 2 places off the start. But yeah, MBB is looking good so far. And just on for Kai's prediction, lap number 5 before he spins. So I think the safety car will be in at the end of this lap. So we will be green flag racing again on lap number 4. See if we can get further than turn number 6 or 7 this time. Yep, there's confirmation. Safety car is in this lap. So let's jump back a couple and we'll just see what is going on. MBB slowing the pace right down now. So he will dictate when to go. Probably going to be going into the club. So it's a low traction corner, so it's a good place to go. Not so easy to get jumped. Let's see when he does go actually. He's gone. Yeah. It's pretty much a standard place to go here. It's too many other places you can go, but Pac-Man, let's jump on board with him because he has got a really good, start saying that, bit of twitch there, considering he's on the hards as well. He has managed to keep the heat in them. MBB should get them up to temperature a bit quicker on the concrete tarmac. So right, what do we have going on further back? Anybody going for any moves? Yes, we have Pav making a move on the inside of Bob there. So Bob not having the best of restarts. Looks like Donkey might have had a bit of a spin there down into 11th. So we'll keep an eye on these front 2. Seems to be where the battle is at the moment, other than Kieran now all over the back of Bob. So let's jump on with the front 3 here. MBB really needs to make the most of those softs if he can and go for it now. Try and stretch that gap as much as he can. Pick up the fastest lap. So yeah, it's pulled the gap out now. It's about half a second, but Pac-Man just bringing it back in again, going round Abbey and Farm there. Yeah, Pac-Man looks like he has got good pace here. Brother Adam not far back, and Havoc hanging on as well. So we're within the DRS zone. I haven't seen DRS been activated yet. I think it'll be at the end of this lap. So that's when it's so important to stay within DRS of the car in front of you, obviously unless you're leading or pulling away, but you can lose so much time if you drop out of that DRS, which Havoc now has. So he does not have, it's not enabled yet, but he would not have the DRS on the next lap. So these are the closest we've got at the moment. They seem to spread themselves out about a second or so. I'm quite happy the rest of the field to just stay within reach of each other, but Pac-Man now getting desperate to get past MBB. And with DRS now enabled, there he is opening it and into the lead for Pac-Man, although MBB's not going to give it up. He obviously will have DRS for the hanger straight if he can just keep on the back of Pac-Man going down Wellington through Cops. Obviously Beckett's, Maggots and Chapel. So he is staying with him, so we are starting to get a bit tasty now, although MBB's going to have to hit soonish. Man like I'm picking up the 3-second penalty. Here goes MBB. You can't really find that. Oh, MBB goes in hot, which allows Pac-Man to cut back underneath him. So all that hard work there, done and dusted in one corner. Lap number 6, you were wrong time. Lap number 7, you were wrong. But this is where it tells now when you're behind and you're chasing. Is he going to try too hard? He's going to clip the curb. Or is he going to keep it all together? Right, so Ralph closing in on the back of Connor. I think those softs are starting to lose the best. Bob Spun has spun. Looks like an incident with Pav. So Bob not having his best day. Top 3 are pretty much sticking together. 3 different types of tyre compound as well. So probably in the best position. MBB going for a move up the inside, makes that one stick, although Pac-Man, I thought Pac-Man was going to go for a dive down the inside there. Patience, my friend. Line up your move and take them when you can. Don't always have to dive into each corner. It's not a matter of getting ahead before the next corner. You've still got 20 odd laps, or nearly 18 laps to go. Plenty of time. Virtual safety car. Who have we lost? Who's had a spin? Certainly going to help the soft runners here. Bob spun. I think Bob might have had enough. Kieran. Pitting, have you got more damage? Or are you just going to ditch those softs now and go for a hards till the end? Bob, what's Bob going to do? Got a 5-second penalty, so he's going to serve that. New front nose, or front wing, sorry. And he'll be back out. But yeah, you got to keep going in a race like this because there's only 11 taking part. You know, there's still big points could be had in this. Only takes one safety car, bunch the field back up again. No penalties, and you can find yourself jumping up 4 or 5 places. Never over to the fat lady seats. Ralph picking up a drive-through penalty there for speeding under the safety car. Virtual safety car. We're back under green flag racing now, and just looking, the top 5 really have bunched up now. Ralph diving into the pits to serve that penalty immediately. Front 3 have now become the front 5. I thought Ralph was being overtaken, and of course he's into the pits. Decent camera angle, one of these. No. Oh, bit of a slip there by MBB. Pac-Man. up the DRS and goes for a move around the outside. And that's done and dusted before Brooklands. So Pac-Man back into the lead. MBB will be praying for a safety car. Just about the right time if you could. I don't know what you can do. Soft mediums or he's going to go for hards. Time will tell. But Connor now on the back of these three as well. So good race at the moment for the Aston Martin boys in third and fourth. Not very good for McLaren leading the way as it stands at the moment. 2 points with Ralph. And well, that's all they'll get actually. Ralph is here on his own today. So flying the flag. Yeah, these top three seem very close. Connor just dropping off ever so slightly at the back, just wants to try and keep within that DRS, does not want to lose that DRS, otherwise it'll just drop further and further back. He managed to keep it. Yep, he did. Brother Adam there with a lot of overspeed on MBB, but yeah, deciding the right thing to do there, pull out of that move. There seems to be these three have got the pace. Pull out a second again. Connor just dropping out of the Pac-Man back up the inside of Stowe. It's good to watch this. We're seeing some nice overtakes, some good clean battling. We've got different leaders on pretty much every lap. Connor coming into the pit, so he's ditching those softs. Be interesting to see what tyres that he goes on, but I don't want to leave this battle for the top three at the moment because brother Adam now looking a bit mischievous behind MBB. I think those tyres are really going off for MBB, but I think he might be doing the soft medium. Connor has gone onto a set of hards. Brother Adam was going to go for a move on MBB there. He is all over the back of him. Kieran picking up a penalty. I'll pull up the pens in a minute and we'll see how many people have. We've had some 5 seconds that have been served. MBB flashing away in front, meaning very, very low on his ERS. That's not good with the hanger straight coming up, and he is out of DRS of Pac-Man now, so this is going to be an easy overtake. Brother Adam pulls to the left-hand side, and he is through into second. I have a feeling MBB might be diving for the pits, and he does. Don't speed, don't speed, don't speed. Excellent. Right, so MBB into the pits, so let's see if Brother Adam can hunt down Pac-Man a bit, just get that gap under the second so at least he can stick with him. A quick look at pens, see how they are going. 3 for Pac-Man, 3 for Donkey, 5 for Bob Spun, that was for speeding in the pit lane, so we'll serve that when he next pits, if he next pits, and 3 for Kieran. Does indeed go for the medium, so he's going to go for that soft medium, try and stretch them out. He needs to be gentle with them.
warm them up. So I'm talking about a woman. Warm it up, look after them, and they will last you the race. You might end up struggling on the last lap or two, but a well-timed safety car is always handy. Okay, so Adam is within that second. So these two will keep going for a while. What we need to do is just keep an eye on MBB, because this is where it could unravel for MBB if he goes for moves that can wait for a couple of corners. It's very tempting when you're quicker than the people in front of you to actually sort of, you feel like you've got to be ahead by the next corner, but you don't. As long as you're ahead by the time the checker flag falls, that's what matters. Oh, MBB just catching the inside of Stowe there, losing a bit of losing the back a little bit. Notice as well that Havoc has done MBB in the pits, so the undercut is pretty powerful here. Brother Adam has got that gap down to 0.6, 0.7 of a second. They're eking him in 2-3 tenths a lap. Those mediums are going to be pretty much at their prime now. They're soon going to start just fading away. So the tyre wear is slightly different on this game, where we see drop-offs at certain stages, whereas the last game wasn't like that. So obviously one thing to get used to here. So a quick look back. Connor, I think, is going to make the move on Ralph down the hanger straight. Gets such good drive out there compared to Ralph. And MBB coming through as well, and MBB going for the move. MBB taking 2 places there, so past Ralph and Havoc, as Havoc was overtaking Ralph. MBB took the double slipstream and overtook the pair of them. Oh, a bit wide there by Connor. I think that was Pav, and don't do that. I did that yesterday with Haywood, and I was hooking myself. Right, so MBB back up to 7th place, has the DRS on Pav here. Pav is very defensive. MBB around the outside. Oh, Pav, you've got to give it his space. Always leave it his space. Right, so Pav losing 2 positions there. Dropping back. Right, that's a very, very dirty Alfa Romeo. I think we might have had a couple of off-track excursions. I wonder if we'll have to watch that afterwards. Oh, Pav! Pav, keep going. Pav actually kept going. I think Pav needs to get rid of those hards, because he seems to be really, really struggling for traction. I don't want to miss anybody else, but who have I missed? Who's gone into the pits? Right, so brother Adam has pitted to go into the hards, and he's come out ahead of MBB. So MBB getting held up, making his way through the field there, has lost him a fair chunk of time there. So with Connor just behind as well. Pac-Man has pitted. What's he going to go for? The softs, or is he going to go for a set of mediums? He can get a set of softs to the end, but it's just whether he wants to risk it. So Skipper now takes the lead. Such a long pit lane here. You think you're going to get out ahead of everybody, and then you find out you pop up just behind them. But I think Pac-Man is going to get the jump on Brother Adam, who is just coming round the final corner now. Pac-Man just accelerating. Oh, it's just going to be close. Oh, it's going to be close. Pac-Man drops 2 positions, so Brother Adam and MBB overtaking there in the pits. So front 4 back together again. Pac-Man again looking desperate to get past. But, pick your moment, Pav, with another penalty. I think he needs to ditch those hards, gone to a set of mediums or softs now. He's been struggling with them. Connor just dropping off the back again. So as we were, Skipper now pits, so led for a lap. Comes in and get rid of those 16 lap hold hards. I'm sure he has gone for a set of softs, so he will be pretty quick over the last few laps. We'll see what kind of 5-second penalty for Pav might give me. How many seconds you got now, mate? Must be 8 or 11. 8. Right, let's get back to this battle anyway, because this is now on to the end. Pac-Man looking for a move on the outside of MBB. MBB just getting decent enough drive there, as Pac-Man looked like he was going to go for the inside switch back there, which you can do if you go deep into that corner and turn sharp, brake and turn sharply. You can get a really good run out of that. But then you need to be inside someone that you trust going into cops, otherwise we'll see what can happen. Okay, so Pac-Man does make the move and make it stick on MBB. So Pac-Man up in a second, now going to be on the hunt after Brother Adam. So Brother Adam just enjoying a little bit of respite there, I think, when Pac-Man and MBB were battling. Kieran coming into the pits again. Certainly not been his day today. Another nose cone. But keep going. Still, he's 11 races left. Anything can happen. Pac-Man closed now. God, blimey, he has really closed in on Brother Adam. Dropped off, so 1.6 seconds back now, and here goes bit of a late move there, but Another 3-second penalty for oh, of course, that's one thing to take into account. So he's going to have 6 seconds of penalties now. Oh, lucky he didn't get a 10-second penalty there for cutting the corner. I think he's getting a little bit frustrated behind that wheel. Needs to just press the reset button. Skipper 29.8 is going to be absolutely rapid on those softs. We see how high he can get, currently in 5th. And has regathered his thoughts and is now on the back of Brother Adam again. Putting in 29.4 again on, oh, and that's on the mediums as well. No. Why is this not going to end well? I'm sure that's not going to end well. And he does finally make the move down the hanger straight. So now needs to pull away as quick as he can. Obviously on the medium, so should be quicker than the hards, but for how long? So that's 6 seconds. I'm sure it's 6 seconds. Yeah, 6 seconds is going to hurt him now. Okay, so MBB losing a position there to Connor. Turn number 1, Abbey, so it's a good place to make a move there. As I say, it's one of those you've really got to have trust and faith on your fellow racer. I find that one, Abbey and Cops, if you can overtake, but it really is a trust issue there. Right, so MBB is going to hang on to the back of Connor, but MBB certainly doesn't seem to be enjoying these mediums. Not the same as Pac-Man is in first position, pulling out. He's still not managed to pull it out a second yet. So I wonder if Brother Adam will get back past him. So he has his DRS. MBB, I think he's likely to get past Connor here. Connor is flashing away on his ERS. Whoa! So Connor didn't give that one up easily. I thought MBB had that one. Thought he'd licked the stamp and sent it, to be honest with you. But Connor had different ideas, getting really good grip around the outside of Stowe there and managing to keep the position. So fair play to him there. Just keeping my eyes peeled on these two battles, but I'd like to just see what's going on a bit further down. Kieran, 11th place, not having his best race. I think he's had a few visits to the pits. But in 11th place, currently the one who is outside of the point scoring. Bob Spun in 10th, now just putting a fresh set of softs on. So I have a feeling he'll be looking for the fastest lap to give him an extra point. He's certainly capable of it, so last week's winner, but not following up last week's victory in the manner that he'd have liked to with another one this week. Ralph as well in 9th, so bringing a couple of points home for the current championship leaders. McLaren have in 8th, which I think he seems to be a lot happier now on those mediums after taking those hards quite a way. MBB now looking for a move around the outside of Connor. Doesn't have the grip. Connor keeps it there. Connor is flashing away on his ERS. I think MBB's got some in reserve, so if he can use DRS and ERS, but it's not worth doing it there. But the front two pulled 12 seconds on Connor and MBB. Kieran picking up a 3-second penalty. But Brother Adam doing exactly the right thing here. He's got the advantage with the hard tyres are going to last a little bit longer, so the degradation won't be too bad. MBB is off. Oh, MBB. But there you go, Kai, lap 22. It's looking so good for him, but he's not out of it yet. If he can just get his head back together, 6th place, that's some decent points. But man like Donkey working his way up into 5th, pretty much under the radar. I don't think I mentioned him much at all this race, apart from I think he was involved in a spin early doors, but since then I think he's just got on with it. But yeah, set himself in 5th position. Skipper now under 3 seconds behind Connor. Can he catch Connor and nab that final place on the podium? Because Connor is losing out big time to Pac-Man and Brother Adam in front. By about a second a lap. You're only 16 laps wrong, Kai, so it's quite close to you, mate. Well done. You're getting closer. Kieran picking up another 3-second time penalty. I think he has pretty much given up on the race and is now just going for the most amount of penalties you can pick up. So 9 seconds there. Careful with 8, man like Donkey with those 3 seconds. Pac-Man with that 6 seconds that he's really going to hurt him. So 3 laps to go at the end of this lap. Brother Adam doing exactly the right thing. Just sitting in Pac-Man's DRS, using him to tow himself along, saving his ERS. Looking at that, I think he's pretty close to about 50%, so could well go for, yeah, I think he's just waiting for the right time, because Pac-Man is very low on his ERS. Or Adam there dropping out of the second window for the first time in a while. So he will not have DRS now, so it'll be interesting to see if Pac-Man can pull away. I think he is ever so slightly. I don't even think Brother Adam was using his ERS then. I think if I was to put my money on anybody at the moment, it would be on Brother Adam, because I think he's got a huge advantage on ERS. He will have the DRS. His tyres will be probably in a bit better condition than Pac-Man. Plus, Pac-Man has 6 seconds worth of penalties. As long as Adam doesn't drop 6 seconds, over 6 seconds behind. He will stand on the top step. There's nothing like crossing that finishing line first. Lap number 25, the penultimate lap. Pac-Man leading by 1.2 seconds from Brother Adam, who is 15 seconds ahead of his teammate Connor, but still good points at the moment for Aston Martin. But are they going to keep the podium? Because Skipper is hunting Connor down. Gap down to 1.3 seconds, that was about 2.9 a lap or 2 laps ago, so he's probably closing in by about a second a lap. So it is possible, if you can get yourself in a really good groove and you've got nice fresh tyres compared to everyone else, it's a lovely feeling. So Skipper now within DRS. I think Skipper could well peach this last podium place. Yeah, I think this is going to be the battle on the last lap. Just looking at his brother Adam, 1.5 seconds behind. So on to the last lap, 1.4 seconds now, Pac-Man. I think brother Adam just keeping him in his eye line, doesn't need to make that overtake. Quite happy to cross the finishing line second, but take the win due to the penalties. And that is using some of his ERS now, so might go for it and look at a move along the hanger straight, but I think he'd want to be a little bit closer than he is now. Skipper has that gap down to 0.5 second. DRS open. ERS got about 15%, but he's got more than Connor. Right, back with the leaders, 1.6 seconds. Kieran picking up another 3 seconds. So I think he's won the penalty king of the day. But here we go, Pac-Man. Oh, messes that corner up big time, but I don't think it's gonna matter. So Pac-Man takes the race win on track, but loses out to brother Adam because of penalty. Connor is going to come home in third. Skipper just didn't have enough to get him past. But still a cracking drive for him, so well done for Connor as well, picking up the podium position. Skipper with good drive to fourth. Man like Donkey, as I say, sort of an undercover drive there, picking up 5th place. MBB going to be disappointed with that after he was fighting for literally the top 3 for pretty much all race. Lap 22, the curse of Kai hit him, and he spun, but Chef JB bringing it home 4 points in 7th place. Ralph picking up 8th place. Pavlosidor dropping to 9th, picking up penalties. Bob spun. Just come across the line now. Kieran has been lapped, and where are we, Bob? Okay, so Bob will be the final driver. So 11 finishes out of 13. Just Scully and Composite involved in a early incident at Brooklands, bringing out the first safety car after turn 6. And driver today, they're going to Man Like Donkey. Oh, sorry, I cut the podium celebrations off there. Apologies for that. So brother Adam taking the win. So pole to win finish. Pac-Man close. Well, actually taking the win on track, but obviously getting demoted down into 2nd. Connor picking up 3rd. Then we have Skipper in 4th. Cracking drive by Skipper. Man Like Donkey going from 12th on the grid up to 5th. Then MBB in 6th. I say, unfortunately, looking so good for him at 1 point. Chef JB from 10th to 7th, so picking up 6 points there. Ralph picking up 5 points in the end for McLaren, I think, with the fastest lap there. 9th was Pavlosidor, 10th Bob Spun, 11th Kieran, 12th Scully, and 13 Composite. So driver of the day today. A tricky one because there's been some really good efforts there today. I say Brother Adam, I mean pole to flag. Without leading hardly a lap, to be honest. Pac-Man I feel so unfortunate for, but obviously those penalties. I am going to give my driver of the day to Skipper. I think he's had a really good controlled race. Had some cracking pace on the softs at the end, dragging himself from 8th up into 4th. So yeah, I am going to give my driver of the day to Skipper. So with that, we draw to a close the British Grand Prix. Thank you for joining me. As I say, a big shout out to Bog. I hope you feel better, and hopefully you'll be back with us on comms next week. That wraps up our Formula One for the week. We've obviously got Gran Turismo GT4 tomorrow night, and then we return on Monday with the Div 0, and then Div 2 on Tuesday, Div 1 and 3 on Wednesday, and we'll be back here. And where are we next week? We're at Spa-Francorchamps in Belgium, which after that will mark the halfway point of the season. So round number 5 today, round number 6 of 12 next week. So obviously then we can look at the mid-term performances, see how people have been doing, and look forward to the last 6 races of the season, the second half. So, but anyway, from myself, Nell Boy, I'd like to say thank you for listening. Thank you for the racing tonight. It was very enjoyable. I wish you all a good bank holiday weekend in England, and just a weekend for everybody else. Enjoy the Dutch Grand Prix, and I'll speak to you next week.